Good morning. Welcome, everyone, to the Dr. Safar Raphael show. I just want to briefly um, comment on the issue of homelessness. And the question is, how can we solve the homeless problem when so many have tried? Well, first of all, I don't think there's any real attempt to solve the homeless crisis. I think it's been dragged down and dragged out so it's going to keep people poor so that these nonprofits and others can make a quick buck and live off the garment gravy train, the money, so make invention. So for most of these um, so-called homeless programs, they're not designed to solve the program. They're designed to keep the homeless program going, that these nonprofits can make a ton of money. So the question is, how would I solve the homeless crisis? And based on my experience, here's what I do. I know that in ancient Israel, they used to give people, when they get a certain age, you give a plot of land, so you own your own land, and you can have to build a house on it. So here's how we do it. Just take 1% of the budget. You buy up land in the cheap areas of each state, like in you buy up land in the country areas of each state, okay? And then you have the Army Corps of Engineers build houses on them in all the 50 states. And so what will happen is people just get a house to live in. And so you solve the homeless crisis right there. People have somewhere to live. Those who need a job, you can give them a job cleaning the streets, or they need medical attention, get medical attention. But once they have somewhere to live, you don't have to keep wasting money on shelters. Shelters are a waste of money. Here's why. You have to pay to either rent the building or buy the building. You have to pay non-profits to government workers to operate it and get food every day. So it's all that money. That's a total waste of time. Stop all that nonsense. Just take 1% of the budget, okay? And each state you can buy up cheap land out in the country area. And with the cheap land in the country area, you have the Army Corps of Engineers or other agency just build houses, decent houses for people on the land. No more high rise public housing and bullshit and all that nonsense. No, 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 no. None of that nonsense. You just build housing on, you take just 1% of the budget or 0.5% of the budget or 0.5% of the budget. And in each state, or in the country areas where land is affordable, you buy some land and you have the Army Corps of Engineers build houses on this land. And if people want to try to say, oh, we got to go through a process and yeah, simple. Just declare the national emergency because a lot of these homeless people are veterans or military members. So you declare an emergency, you take 1% of the budget. You have cheap land out in each state, you got cheap land out in the country area. Buy some cheap land, have people, and then let the Army Corps of Engineers build land on these houses, and so people can get a house to live in. Now, people might say, oh, well, how are they going to get water? Well, you can build, we now have machines that can make water from the air. You put the water in the tanks, to the house, and problem solved. No excuses. All right? It's that waste notice. California alone for the past 10 years has spent over $100 billion on this homeless program. They haven't done nothing. They have not solved the problem because it's not designed to solve the problem. It's designed to keep the problem going so we can keep making money. So cut all that nonsense out. The American taxpayers come first. The American people come first. Cut the nonsense. Just take 1% or 0.5% of the budget. You buy up land out in the cheap land. In each state, you have land out in the country areas. So in each state, cheap land out in the country areas, Barcelona land, and you have your Army Corps of Engineers build these houses for people, decent houses for people, not no high rise, Section 8 nonsense. All right. and you can have then you can bring in machines that can make water from the air. You can then through condensation, water then pumped in the tanks. From the tanks, in the people's housing, you know, the electrical power plant, small power generators, the power housing. People are happy, proud of themselves, country more other things. All right, no excuses. America rising. Let's go. Let's do it. All right, and we can do that. You see, I'm wearing my Superwoman T-shirt. Let's do this. America rising. Keep America rising. Let's do this. No more excuses. All right. Thank you very much for taking the time to listen to me. And let me hear your feedback. Like, share, subscribe. I love you. Have a nice day. Bye for now.